And I want to do a little video on comparing conventional grown, which are picked green and gassed so that they'll ripen, versus the organic. So here is the organic. I've marked it. We have 4 left of the organic and 4 left here of the conventional, and the rest I'm going to freeze. So these were the nicest that I picked out. I even gave it an advantage here of using the nicest of what I had left. All of these were bought at the same time. And as you can see, this is typical of what people are going to have. After a few days, they're going to start rotting because of being gassed and not, not left ripen. And you can see how this is. This is not green. They ripen evenly. And over here, you can see green still on here, and you can see what's taken place. See this here, I'm feeling this is soft, this is rotting. And when I go to cut away the rotten part of these bananas, I figure that there's going to be most likely around 20% of loss of bananas because of rotting. So I'm going to keep what I cut off so you can see. And my take is, are we really saving anything by getting conventionally grown bananas and then have them rot quickly and lose 20% when we can buy the organic that stays nice longer? And I pretty well know the answer already because we have been comparing buying some of the organic, and they hardly have a spot on. I say they were all bought at the same time. So as you can see, this is typical of what takes place when you buy the conventionally grown. This rots, the end rots. The top part can still be green. This is rotting right here. And I'm sure that I'm going to have to cut away a good bit of these conventionally grown bananas. Well, I have to say, these held up remarkably well. Of course, it was only 2 to 3 days. And there is some that I kind of left stuff like that on it. And there is some that has this black in the center that makes it kind of like a hard core in it that I did leave. And so here's my pile of banana skins we saved for the compost. And here is all that I had. And this gives you an idea of how it will rot on the ends. But LP has been doing this when he brings the bananas home. He's been putting the bananas on the back seat of the car instead of in the trunk. And I think perhaps even a better idea than that would be put a pillow down, sit them on pillows so that they don't get jarred and bruised on the way home. So that's something to be mindful of. So then all I do then, I will be freezing these, and I put about 4. Now I'm using wax paper, but really using the parchment paper. It sticks less and is a better choice. I don't think I can fit 4 on there, but anyhow, then I just wrap them up and put them in zip bags and put them in the freezer. And then we have a cold dessert. I make the almond milk, and we put fruit, bananas and peaches, and the berries from the garden, and it's just delicious, And we just pour it over rather than put it in a food processor, or rather a blender and blend them up. We just eat them. You can't beat eating fruit in their natural state. Once you process it in a blender, you have altered it in some way, and it's just less desirable than just eating the fruit. So I just cut the fruit up, put it in a bowl, and pour the almond milk over it. And it is out of this world delicious. Today's August the 13th, and LP is using organic bananas. And look how beautiful they are. Just take a look. there is 4 bananas that he's going to have for breakfast, and he's going to have the almond nut butter. Look at that. I mean, are they not beautiful? And they're so creamy and they're so good. And then this is frozen peaches that I get out and leave set for however long it takes to break them apart, and then I put them on a plate and spread them out to finish thawing to about 3/4 thawed, where they're still good and cold and they're starting to release the juices and all, and like that. And I add the cinnamon to it. So this is LP's breakfast. The 4 bananas, the 4 beautiful organic bananas, and right here was the that was the waste right there on those bananas. So there's no doubt about it that they hold up better because they're not gassed, and we love them. They're just really absolutely delicious. But we still buy the conventional too because we buy so many. So, and here is how they are. This is like, what do you figure, LP? Day 4? Is this day 4?
No idea.
I think it is. I think it is day 4. I have it written on the calendar. So, and there, my poor machine, I've used so hard, and it's just not doing the nut butter well right now. So, but it's still delicious, even though it don't want to take it to the creamy point, and it gets overheated, so I have to stop it. So, and I'm going to have 2 bananas, and I'm going to have the same amount of peaches. The difference is I'm going to put some red raspberries on top of mine, and LP's not that crazy about red raspberries. So this is our breakfast in the morning. So here's my breakfast, guys. It's 2 bananas, which is beautiful bananas. That's just a little bit of cinnamon on there. This was my waste. This was LP's waste. That's all the waste on these beautiful organic bananas, and they're so creamy and so good. So the peaches are Red Haven from the garden, and this is my screwed up almond butter that it just overheated and it just didn't get it to the point. I'm going to have to get a stronger food processor because I'm making nut butter all the time, and I'm also then I will make almond milk with the nut butter. So I need that. That's one of our staples that we use every day. So the red raspberries is from the garden. They're fresh. I picked yesterday. And so this is my breakfast, guys.